ॐ नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्. ॐ Dear friends, welcome to the reading of Mahabharata. We were just seeing the incident where the Kauravas, they came to know that the Pandavas are still alive and they are not able to digest that news. And meanwhile, it so happened that Drupada, this Vidura, came to the Dhritarashtra. Vidura, Vidura is the king, Vidura is the minister, and he came to Dhritarashtra and he announced, "Oh, victory is for Kauravas. Victory is for Kauravas," he said. He was just playing a prank on Dhritarashtra. Then this Dhritarashtra thought that Draupadi has garlanded Duryodhana and Draupadi is now my daughter-in-law. So he thought like that. He also said, "Oh, great, what great luck," etc. And then he also ordered, "Okay, get some nice ornaments, some wonderful ornaments for Draupadi and bring Draupadi here. I want to present all those ornaments." Then Vidura very coolly said, "No, it is not Duryodhana. It is the Pandavas are still alive and it was Draupadi was won by Arjuna and Draupadi garlanded Arjuna." So then this Dhritarashtra is caught. So he didn't want to show his real feelings. So but still he says, we see that Dhritarashtra is such a great master in concealing his emotions. Anyway, he is blind. His feelings cannot be known through his eyes, but at least through facial muscles and facial expressions, his feelings can be known. So he is a master in concealing such feelings. So he said, "No, what is the Pandavas are like my own children, and what a great thing has happened. Oh, very nice that they are alive," etc., etc. He also said. Then after that Vidura left. After that gentleman Vidura left, Duryodhana and others started saying, "Oh, Dad, what is this? You are praising Pandavas in front of this Vidura. You are praising those people. In fact, they are our rivals. They are our enemies. How is it that you are praising?" So that is where we were. And there, that is what is the chapter number 200 in this Gita Press edition, and 201 in that Oriental edition. Anyway, so this Dhritarashtra says, "Oh, my dear son, even I totally agree with you. Ahamapyevameva etat chikirshami yatha yuvam." I totally agree with you. I want to do exactly like what you do, but I don't want to reveal my feelings to this Vidura, because this Vidura is a very intelligent, very smart man. He can read faces. So I just want to conceal my feelings. Yachatvam manyase praptam. Yeah, you tell me what we can do. Then this Duryodhana says, "Let us, Duryodhana, he has got a plan." Now you see, when you want to destroy one enemy, there are 4 strategies. One is Sama. Sama is gentle persuasion and trying to reason out. Then Dana. Dana means conceding something and then trying to win peace. That is Dana. Bheda is creating enmity in that group. Whoever, suppose there are some the opposite camp, I create enmity and win over some people, or create enmity in such a way that one man kills the other person. So like that is called Bheda. And if all the 3 do not work, then finally what is called Dandopaya. That is why we say Dandopaya in the last resort. That should not be the first resort. Usually in this Rajaniti or political strategy, this first 3 options have to be exhausted. If the first 3 options fail, then you go for attack. So that is what Duryodhana says. Duryodhana says, "Okay, we will win over those people. We will win over all the supporters of this Pandavas. We will also try to win over this Drupada. Drupado Raja Mahadbhir Vittasanchayehi." Maharbhihi Vittasanchayehi means we will give a lot of money to this Drupada and then we will try to win over. And we will also spread some lies. We will also spread some propaganda. You see, this propaganda warfare, even now it is there. Information warfare it is called. This information warfare or propaganda warfare, it is a very old idea. So this man also says, "Ihaisham doshavadvasam varnayantu prathak." Let people go and describe, "Oh, there are such great dangers. If you go to Hastinapura, there will be great dangers." So you spread this information, all this what is called disinformation. And athava kusalah kechit. then some other experts, they can also go and try to create some differences among the Pandavas themselves. And vyutthapayantu va krishnam bahutva sukaram hitat. Or we should try to work on Draupadi herself, and we should try to see that Draupadi gets disgusted with the Pandavas. Or we should try to secretly kill this Bhimasena, because Bhimasena is one man who is very invincible in that entire camp. And Bhima and Arjuna, if they are together, then they are invincible. If Bhimasena is killed, Arjuna is not even equal to 1/4 of Karna. That is what he says. Tamrute phalguno yuddhe radheyasya na padabhak. Padam means 1/4. So if Bhima is killed or Bhima is eliminated, then Arjuna is only 1/4 of what is Karna. So he has got all these strategies. So there are what are called Niti Shastras in our ancient literature, political literature I mean. In the political literature, for example, we know that Chanakya's Arthashastra is there, Kautilya Arthashastra. In addition to that, there is a book called Chanakya Niti Shastra. And there is another book called Shukra Niti, Shukracharya Niti. Shukracharya is said to be the teacher of the Asuras, that is the demons. So he has got a Niti, a very, very practical Niti. You need not have any morals, and then you just go and you have to achieve your target, you have to achieve your goal by hook or crook, that is Shukra Niti. Similarly, there is another book called Kamandaka Niti. Kamandaka Niti also says what should be a political strategy, how to win friends and how to destroy enemies. So all these things, various aspects, not only on the Samadhana Bheda Danda, but on various aspects about how a king has to appoint various people, and what are the vulnerable points in a kingdom, and what are the vulnerable points you have to see in the enemy's kingdom, and who are the people whom you have to cultivate, and how you have to send your spies. So all these things are told in all these Niti Shastras, particularly this Kamandaka Niti Shastra. It is also downloadable, it is there on the internet. So this Duryodhana gives all those things, because he is also a learned fellow. Duryodhana, we see that he is a learned fellow. He may be crooked, he is ruthless, he is vicious, but he is also learned. So then athava darshaniyabhihi pramadabhir vilolyatam. Then he also uses another plan. Darshaniyabhihi pramadabhi. Pramada means a very voluptuous woman. So let us employ some voluptuous women and try to hook these Pandavas. And then these Pandavas will get separated from this Draupadi. Ekaikas satra kaunteya. Then that is what is called honey trapping nowadays. So let us use this honey trap on these Pandavas and try to separate them. So something like that, all these plans he tells. Then Karna says, oh my dear friend, all these things are of no use. Karna totally disagrees. Karna, he makes a right assessment of the situation. His decision may be totally wrong. His decision may be detrimental finally. But his analysis is quite good. So he says, no, I beg to differ with you. You cannot do all these things. Because even when they had nothing, even when they did not have the support of Drupada, and even when they were young people, even when they were earlier here in Hastinapura, so you have tried so many times, you have tried so many tricks, and all those tricks have failed. You tried to poison Bhima, you tried to destroy them in so many ways, but they didn't die. And now he says, Ajata Pakshaha Shishavaha. Ajata Pakshaha means, Paksha means wings. When they were still fledglings, when they had not even developed wings, you tried to kill them and you failed. Now they have got very strong wings. Now Jata Pakshaha Videshasaha Vivruddhaha. In all ways, they are Vivruddhaha. They have become very strong. Jata Pakshaha, their wings are very strong. And how can you do all these things now? Nachate vyasanair yoktum shaktya dishtakrutena cha. You can't seduce them by all these, by doing some honey trap and things like that. And Shakitascha, yeah. And again, they are also now very ambitious about getting back some kingdom. And Nacha api Krishna shakyeta, and also it is not possible to win over or try to create enmity between Draupadi and the Pandavas. In fact, she liked Pandavas even when they were ordinary people. Because when Draupadi went along with this Arjuna and Bhima, she didn't know that they were Pandavas. She saw them as some Brahmanas living by Bhishatanam. She only saw that they were very handsome fellows and she went along with them. When Draupadi accepted them, Paridyunan, even when they were living by Bhishatanam, she accepted all that. Then now that they have got kingdom, why will Draupadi come away from them? It is just not possible. And Aryavratascha Panchalya, they are also very virtuous people. These people who Drupada, Drushtadhyumna, etc., they are virtuous people. They cannot be won over by what you want to give. And so, what I advise is that before the Pandavas become deep rooted, Yavat na krutamulaste, krutamulaha, moolam means root, krutamulaha means very strong, developing very strong roots. Before these people develop very strong roots, we have to somehow eliminate them. Yavan nayati Varshneya, Karshan Yadavavahinim. And before Varshneya, who is Varshneya? Varshneya is Krishna. Vrishni Vamsha, a person who was born in Vrishni Vamsha, he is called Varshneya. So before this Krishna joins along with his Yadava forces, before that we have to destroy these people. And Vikramam cha prashamsanti kshatriyasya vishampate, O my dear king, you know very well that a Kshatriya has to display his valor. And whatever is won by valor, people will like. If you are doing all these small tricks and whatnot, all those tricks may fail and people will laugh at you if all your tricks fail. So a Kshatriya has to use only valor. Vikrama means you use force. Force is the only way. And that is the dharma of a Kshatriya. That is only what is admired by the people. Valor is something which is admired by the people. So I advocate that we have to wage a war. So Karna is saying that use of force is what is admired by the people. In the case of a Kshatriya has to show his power, show his strength, and then defeat his enemy. Only then he is liked. If he is using all types of tricks, he is not liked. Then Dhritarashtra, temporarily he didn't want to take a decision immediately. He just appreciated him. Shrutva tu radheya vachaha. Abhipujya tatah pasyat. Abhipujya. He just said, okay, very nice, you have done well. Abhipujya means he complimented Karna. He just complimented. And what you said is actually befitting you. Upapanna mahapragnye krutastre sutanandane. O my dear man, you are a very, very strong, you are a great fighter. And you are a great warrior. And that is actually befitting you. But then, I don't want to take a decision without consulting Bhishma, Drona and others, and also Vidura. Bhishmascha Drono Vidura Yevacha, he says. So, okay, they were also called, they were also there. They were not called, they were also, they were called. Tata Anayatan Sarvan, they were not there. Because all these people were actually planning all types of crooked things. So, Bhishma, Drona were not there. So, now Dhritarashtra invites them, and then there is a consultation, and Bhishma says, no, I don't like war. Nacha narochete vigrahome. I don't want that you have to wage a war against these Pandavas, because these Pandavas and Kauravas, they are equal to me. They are my grandsons and they are equal to me. And evam gate vigrahihi. And he says, let half the kingdom be given to them. Viraihi diyatam ardha bhumihi. Let half the kingdom be given to them. And he also says the reason. Duryodhana yatha rajyam tvamidam tata pashyasi. Oh my dear Duryodhana, he tells Duryodhana, oh my dear Duryodhana, you think that you are entitled for the kingdom. And similarly, Pandavas also, they think that they are entitled for the kingdom. And he wants to analyze the legal position. What is the legal position? Suppose two people are quarreling for a property. So somebody has to tell the legal position. So now who is competent to tell the legal position here? Bhishma is the only man who is competent, because he was actually entitled for the kingdom. He was entitled for the kingdom when that Vichitravirya died. And in fact, that Vichitravirya's mother, that old lady Satyavati, she was requesting this Bhishma, why don't you accept kingdom? You be the kingdom, you may get married. You preserve this kingdom. So that is what that lady was saying. But Bhishma sacrificed, because he had already taken a pratignya. He has taken a pratignya, I will not marry. And that he wanted to keep it up. So, and he also didn't want to marry this Ambika and Ambalika, that Devara Nyayam also he didn't want to do. So that is the reason why sage Vyasa was called. So Bhishma is a man who knows as to who was entitled for the kingdom. He says, he tells Dhritarashtra, O my dear Dhritarashtra, Adharmena cha rajyam tvam praptavan Bharatarshava. You had got this kingdom by adharma. Why? No, he is telling this Duryodhana only. He is telling, you got it by adharma. Because your father, this Dhritarashtra, himself was not entitled for the kingdom. You see, in olden days, there was a law. What is that? Whoever is the eldest son, he will get the kingdom. But if the eldest son had some physical deformity, which would impair his functioning as a king, he will not get the kingdom. The next man will get the kingdom. So there were several examples given earlier. Even in earlier stories, we saw some examples. So here, Dhritarashtra was born blind. So he was not entitled for the kingdom. So Panduraja was made the king. We saw that story. Dhritarashtra was not entitled for the kingdom. Panduraja was made the king. And these Panduraja's sons, they got entitlement. So just as you think that you are entitled because you got this kingdom for short time illegally, immorally, but then they are also entitled for the kingdom. So that is what he says. They have got claim already. Tepi rajyam anupraptaha purvameva. Purvameva means even prior to you, they have got a right over the kingdom. So Bhishma is like a judge who is giving a judgment. You have got this kingdom by illegal means, but then they have got the title. So they have got the title, you have got the possession. So what to do? The judge will say, okay, you part with this. Because and Bhishma also is very generous because you are both equal to me. So that is the reason why I don't want to see you fight. So Madhurenaiva rajyasya tesham ardham pradhiyatam. In a gentle manner, you give half the kingdom to them. So this is an important point we have to note. That is, what was the entitlement of Pandavas for the kingdom? Because Dhritarashtra was a blind man, he was not entitled for the kingdom, and Panduraja became the king. And Panduraja went to the forest and unfortunately died in the forest. And in that situation, this as a sort of caretaker king, this Dhritarashtra became the king. And again, when Pandavas came from the forest, then again the kingdom he was actually made the Yuvaraja. But then these people, they tried a trick and then sent to this Laksha Gruha, that is inflammable house, and then they want to set fire to the house. And now, in the meantime, Duryodhana is now in possession of the kingdom. So that is how these people have got a sort of illegal possession of the kingdom. So this point we have to remember. So then Bhishma also says, you have got a very bad reputation now. He is telling Dhritarashtra, my dear boy, Kirti Rakshanam Atishta, Kirtir Hibalam Paramam Balam. Reputation, your kirti, your fame, your reputation, that is the only strength for a man. And you have lost your reputation. Yavat kirtir manushyasyya na pranashyati Kaurava. And a person is alive only as long as his fame is there. And a person is dead, considered dead when he becomes, when he does some infamous thing. Then now follow dharma, which is befitting our race, because we belong to that great Kuru dynasty. And you have to keep up that moral fiber of that Kuru dynasty. And then Loke Pranabhrutam Panchit, and also Bhishma is telling about his own position. When I heard that Kunti and all the Pandavas, they got burnt in that fire, I was so ashamed. I was so ashamed that I didn't show my face, I didn't go out, I didn't speak to anybody. It was somewhat like a corona lockdown. So he locked himself down in his house. He didn't meet anybody, he didn't show his face to anybody because Bhishma was ashamed, because Bhishma was also blamed. Oh, what is this Bhishma, Drona, all these people, they conspired to kill Pandavas. So Bhishma was so sad and so depressed that he didn't want to show his face. That is what he is saying. So tada prapriti gandhare na shaknom yabhivishhutum. I shut myself up, I didn't show my face to anybody. So now if you give the part of the kingdom to him, then it will wash away your sins. Tava kilbisha asanam. Kilbisham is sin. People have condemned you more than they condemned Purochana. Purochana was the man who actually who was supposed to set fire to the house. So people are condemning you more. So now all that disgrace, all that infamous thing, that will be washed off. All that will go away. And if you want to be on the right path, if you want to be on the path of dharma, you do what I say. Then again, okay, next Drona's turn comes. Drona also says the same thing. Mantraya samupanitaihi. Drona also says what Duryodhana has, what this Bhishma has said is very great, very rightly said. And what should an advisor do when somebody is called to give an advice? What should he do? He has to give the right advice. He has to give whatever is right, what is profitable, and what gives good name. He says, Dharmyam arthyam yashasyam cha. An advisor is supposed to keep in mind three things. Dharmyam, arthyam, yashasyam cha. Suppose you are giving advice to somebody, that advice should be in accordance with dharma. Dharmyam is something which is in accordance with dharma. Arthyam means it should also ensure some profit to you. Dharma, it should be according to dharma. It should also give you gain. It should also give you artha. Artha means monetary gain, whatever. It is not as though Pandavas are taking away the entire kingdom. And also yashasyam, it should also give you fame. Suppose I give an advice to a king. It should also bring good name to that man. You should not cause loss to him. And at the same time, it should be in accordance with the dharma. Dharmyam, arthyam, ashasyam cha. Vachyam ityanushishruma. He says, this is the type of advice we have to give. And I totally agree with Bhishma. And he says, mitah krutyam tasmai. We are, in fact, he says, preshyatam drupadaya ashu narah kaschit priyam vadaha. Now he also goes a step further. You please send a messenger. You please send a messenger to Drupada. You convey to him that you are happy. You are happy with the alliance. You are happy with the alliance with the Drupada. And Drupada Panchala Desha. Panchala is the present day Punjab. And naturally Punjabis are the very strong people. And such people, we are very happy. We are very happy to have that relationship. Sampriyamanam tvam bruyat. And the messenger has to go and say, oh, Dhritarashtra is so pleased. He is so happy. He is so overjoyed by having alliance with you. So they have to go and say, Asakrut Drupadecheva, and they have to repeatedly say, they have to repeatedly praise this Drupada and Dhrishtadyumna. So like that, he gives that advice. Evam Santvasama Yuktam, and you have to make that Drupada happy. And again, you also propose that those people, these Pandavas, they have to come back to Hastinapura. And Vrittam Aupaikam Manye Bhishmena Sahabharata. So this is what is agreeable to me and also to Bhishma. Then Karna is very, very unhappy. Karna, he advocated a strong line. Karna, his analysis is okay regarding Pandavas, that they cannot be won over, you can't break them, you cannot use Samadana, Bheda, etc. But then his decision was wrong, decision to fight. But what to do? So he again says, he is again addressing Dhritarashtra. He is ignoring Bhishma and Drona. He is straight away addressing Dhritarashtra. Oh my dear sir, you have pampered these two old people for such a long time. Yojitau arthamanabhyam sarvakaryeshvanantarau. Yojitau hastamanabhyam arthamanabhyam. You have given them wealth, you have given them respect. And with all that, you have treated them, you have pampered them. And now, and they were also, Sarvakaryeshvanantara means they were all party to all deliberations. They were all totally in the inner circle. They were the inner circle and they were party to all the deliberations. Namantrayetam tachreyaha. And such people, they give such an advice. Oh, what a great wonder that they give you such an advice. He says, Karna is addressing Dhritarashtra straight away, saying that these people, though they are pampered by you, they are giving such useless advice. And so you see, Karna is not bothered about dharma. Karna, somehow we see that in various other versions of, local versions of Mahabharata, some aspects of Karna are highlighted. Karna, that Dana Gunam. So he had a vow that he would give whatever somebody asks, he would give when he is doing that Surya Upasana. During that time, anybody coming and asking something, I will give. So that is highlighted in the character of Karna. But then we are forgetting so many other things. We are forgetting that he is not bothered about dharma. He is actually instigating Duryodhana. And if he were not to be there, this Pandava Mahabharata war would not be there. So Karna, it is very difficult to understand his role, whether it is a divine plan to create a person like Karna and then instigate Duryodhana so that the evil is eradicated. So if you think at that divine, think it as a divine plan, we can understand like that. Or we have to see that Karna is a person who is basically clamoring for recognition, and in his clamor for recognition and recognition, he is actually hating the Pandavas. And there is one more reason for hating the Pandavas, because Draupadi rejected him and she married Pandavas. Another reason for hating Pandavas. So he says, Karna is blaming. He is blaming this Drona, particularly Drona. He is not blaming Bhishma, because Bhishma, after all, he is the stronger man. So he is saying, he is not giving, this Drona is not giving right advice, and they are only betraying the king. He says, Kruta Prajna. So he says, they have got all the benefits from you, but then they are giving all types of wrong advice. Then again Drona gets angry. Drona says, oh Karna, you are such a person with a lot of hate in your mind. Vidmate bhavadoshena yadartham idamuchyate bhavadoshena. Your nature, bhava means your nature. Nature, bhava dosha. Dosha means a defect. There is a defect in your nature. And what is that defect? That great hatred and enmity. So that is the defect. Pandavahetosvam dosham akhyapayat. So he says, if he tells Dhritarashtra, if you don't listen to me, if you don't listen to our advice, the advice of Bhishma and my advice, then these people, Kuravo vai vinangshiyanti, these Kauravas are certainly going to die. If you don't listen to our advice, Kauravas are really going to die. So that is what he said. Then again comes the role of Vidura. You know that Vidura, that gentle younger brother of Dhritarashtra, who is also the minister of Dhritarashtra. So he says, whatever has been said by Bhishma and Drona, it is Priyam and Hitam. Priyam is something which is liked by all. Suppose I give an advice, it is liked by all, it is admired by all. And also Hitam means what is good. Like we got Dharmyam, Arthyam, Yashasyam, we got 3 words earlier. So something like that he is also saying. And advice is really something which is Priyam and also Hitam. It is in your interest. It is actually in your interest. It is also liked by all. So this they have given such a nice advice. And whatever Karna has said, na hitam tava, it is not something which is good for you. It may be Priyam. Priyam means nice to listen to. When somebody gives an advice, that advice, it may be good to listen. But then that may do harm to me. Suppose I want to eat some excess of sweets, etc. It may look nice, but then if I do that, it causes harm to me. So that is what. Then, imauhi vruddhau vayasa prajnaya shrutena cha. These two people are very eminent people. They are firmly rooted in dharma. Dharmecha anavarav rajan satyatayam cha bharata. They are established in dharma. They are highly truthful. They never tell anything which is wrong. And they are equal to Ramat Dasharatheschaiva. So they are equal to the Rama. Ramo Vigrahavan Dharma, it is said. He is a personification of Dharma. Like that, he is also a personification. These two are personifications of Dharma. We will continue tomorrow. Harihi Om Tat Sat.